In this video I want to show you how you can build up your wooden core and how you can bring color into it. This time I make a center fin. The making of the fin is basically the same as in my previous video. This works for 1, 2 or 3 plug fins, whatever you like. Of course you can make glass down fins like this too. I don't talk about stability this time. If you want to know about that, please look at my previous video. At first I have to plan my fin. I want to know how thick my core is going to be, and therefore I have to know my plug dimensions. I use 3 plugs. Why? I explained in the video before. You are probably going to make a fin with 2 plugs. It doesn't matter. This part I explained in the previous video before. This time I make the wood core myself. Therefore I use veneer layers and colored paper. To find out the thickness of the paper, I use a caliper. The thickness of the paper changes the thickness of the stripes. In this case, I make a fin with white stripes on one side and blue ones on the other. You might think that the paper is going to weaken your fin. This is not the case, because the resin will go all the way through the paper and it will be completely strong. From now on, it's basically the same like in the previous video. On both sides I use sponge of a thickness of about 1.5 centimeters. It's important to mark the beginning of the plug section with paper tape. Like this, it's much easier to file down the gut over later on. To fence the plug section helps a lot to keep the mess in place. Like this, you don't have to file down as much later on. The distance holder on the tip of the fin, I only put on both sides on center fins. When making side fins, I have it only on the profiled side. This keeps my fin centered between the 2 wooden pieces. It is important to stop when you reach the paper tape, because if you go too deep, you will disturb the fibers where the strength is needed the most. With 5 layers of glass on each side, these fins turned out very stiff. If you want to have more flexible fins, use less glass.